Karius was in goal. I don't think you've done too bad, but maybe you should have saved.
What do you rate him out of 10?
7.
7?
8.
7, 8?
Mate, he's done what he could.
I'll give a 6, mate. I'll give a 6, mate. Yeah, but I don't know, maybe give Lukaku a way out of Chelsea and just stick. No, but he has shown.
The comments, I love that one, Lukaku. We're here today outside Northumbria University. You've kindly invited us along to their event that they've got, a sold-out event. This could be an historic day for Newcastle United fans who end what could be a nearly 70-year trophy wait against Manchester United. We're going to speak to fans before and after the match to find out exactly what they think. We've also managed to get some videos from fans down in London, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with everything Newcastle and all local content. Name first, so we're here with
Lewis Lover.
Stephen Lee.
How do you analyse that game? 2-0.
Well, I just swear.
What centre?
They were very clever, what they did. Second half, we had nothing. We need more attacking players. Defensively, we didn't do that bad. Karius, bless him, he did as much as he could.
I was going to say, Karius' performance, we didn't know much about him going into the game. What were your thoughts?
I think he done what he could do, to be honest with you. Like, we just didn't show up like them did, so I think in a couple of years' time we'll turn it around.
Was it the second goal that killed us? Because we seem to be the better team the first half, even probably the second half. But it's not the second goal, mate. It's the squad, the players. Like, you look at the first 11, it's good. You've got a couple of players come off the bench, but there's depth. When he's taking Wilson off and he's bringing like Elliot Anderson on, and much as I love the guy, like it's a cup final. Like, so is it a case of, obviously sold Shelby, we sold Wood? Should we have done that, or is it a case of reinvesting the funds for the summer and we should be able to spend a bit more?
I think we need to reinvest. and build a deeper squad. Definitely, if we're going to move forward, if we're going to play in Europe, we need a bigger team. Definitely.
What positions would you strengthen? Struggling for goals at the minute, so you reckon straight?
We definitely need another goal scorer. Definitely, Wilson isn't reliable enough. He's too injury prone. Isak hasn't. He looked good in his first game against Liverpool, but since then, it's been
he's had his chance with Callum Wilson being injured the last couple of games. He hasn't really took it. Would you say?
No, definitely not.
Was there any positive performances to take from that? 100%, mate. I'd say Karius, yes.
Well, this time last year, if you said we're going to be in a cup final, I wouldn't believe you. So I'd take the rough with a smooth. I think we'll come back in a couple of years' time, and I think we'll probably win. So
yeah, well, our chance of Europe now is top 4. How likely is that, do you reckon? Don't care. Top 5, top 6, as long as we get anything Conference League. Where do you reckon? Where do you think we'll finish?
As long as we finish in the top 6, I'm happy, because that's what's going to attract players. If we play in Europe, that's what's going to attract the big names.
How do you think Man U played as well? Did they kind of live up to what you thought? Obviously, they were the form team coming in. The last 2 weeks, they've just played ridiculous.
I think before the form dropped, I thought we were going to win the game, but since we won the semi-final, the form's tipped, and then when Bruno was out with the red card, we now looked the same, and then I wasn't sure what to expect today, but in the day, I think there's room to improve, and I think Rashford at the minute, like, he's the best player in the league at the minute. What he can do, like, as much as I hate Man United, I hate that club so much because of what they've done over the history. But I love Marcus Rashford. He's a brilliant footballer, and I can't take it away from him. Bruno looks injured as well. Is that a massive concern? Yeah, I think he's probably my best player in the centre mid.
Flashed up. The record without him's ridiculous.
Just goes to show the last 3 games when we haven't had Bruno. It just goes to show what we're like without him, and we look a lot worse of a team, to be honest with you. So.
Alright, we'll see what happens, mate. We'll see what happens with 10, 15 games left. As long as we can see it out, 6, maybe 7, we'll be fine. Chelsea looking awful. Liverpool are coming back. Spurs are coming back. We're going to, worst of the worst. It can be 6, 7, so we'll be fine. How would you analyse that game? What did you think the score was going in, first of all?
To be honest, 2-1 in Newcastle.
2-1, yeah.
I was happy just getting near the final.
Yeah.
I was 4 when we got the last final.
About 5 years ahead, so we can't compete.
Yeah. How would you analyse that game then? What are your thoughts on it?
I thought we played quite well. We just didn't have the finishing instinct.
Bit dead up front.
Yeah.
But hey, we love the lads.
They took their chances.
What were the positives from that? What positives?
They kept trying. They were 2-0 down.
We made it to Wembley. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They were 2-0 down. They're giving that all second half.
Yeah, we didn't give up. We battled.
Yeah.
We battled all the time.
I do think the first goal, I know Casemiro wasn't offside.
I thought he was.
But I thought the 3 players jumping from the headers, which interferes with the keeper, they were offside.
But we're proud of the lads.
Yeah.
That's all it is. We played well.
What did you think of Karius' performance? There's a lot of thoughts on him.
Right.
Brilliant.
Brilliant, yeah.
The amount of shots at him, he dealt with every one of them. balls into the box, brilliant. The only one thing, and I don't even think it was his fault. It was a deflected shot.
The second goal.
Rashford's.
Could he have done better for the second goal?
I don't think so.
Nah. Not his fault.
Nah. The shot that was hit, he went down. He went down to pick it up from the floor.
Yep.
And it hit Bob inside.
Play well. We don't give a shit what the score is. Play well.
We've seen Bruno get injured. Is that a massive concern? We've seen the record without him.
I think it took him off because we're 2-0 down.
Yeah, couldn't. Game was over.
I don't think it was over, but I think it was more. He hasn't played in 3 games. They took him off for fitness.
Yeah.
We're still happy. We're not bad. We're lost, so we're here to see.
What do you reckon the chances of qualifying for Europe now? We still got top 4, top 6. What do you reckon?
Top 6. I said top 6 last season.
Who's your top 6? You probably got Man City and then Arsenal.
City,
Arsenal, Man United,
Man
Spurs.
United now.
Yeah.
Newcastle, Spurs, maybe Liverpool.
Yeah. So Newcastle 5th, Liverpool 6th.
Depends how.
I went for 6. Last season I went 6.
Not Chelsea. Not think Chelsea's going to mount any sort of.
Yeah, they got beat 2-0.
Very true. Liverpool won't.
It's between Newcastle and Liverpool for 6.
Yeah. Right, we're here with.
Stephen Knox.
And how would you analyse it? What was your thoughts actually going into the game? What score were you predicting?
Well, going into the game, I was confident going into the game. I thought, we've got Bruno back for the game, Nick Pope out unfortunately, but I've always thought that if we lost an outfield player, it would be terrible.
Yeah, and how would you analyse the game, the performance?
Brilliant. Couldn't fault the lads today. Dan Burns, Sean Longstaff. I'll not slag anybody off, but I'm just saying, brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant from the lads. They've done what pro the day. Man Utd were the better team on the day.
Loris Karius, there was a lot of question marks about him going in. How do you think he performed?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
No problem. Loris Karius done his job.
Yeah, Bruno walked out injured as well. Is that a concern? They flashed up the record without Bruno, and it's not great for Newcastle.
Well, I was saying to me mate before the game, and I thought this game would define our season.
Yeah.
And it probably will now, because I think whether we lost or won this game, it would just define our season. And I think it will.
In what way? How do you think it would define the season?
But we've been building up to this game for so long. Man United have had no time to prepare for it. They've had game after game after game. They had Barcelona.
On Thursday, yeah.
So we prepared for it. Another team haven't. It's the way it is, mate.
Yeah. Do you still think we can get Europe this season?
It's going to be tough, but why not be confident?
With
Aiden,
Damien.
Luke.
right, first of all, what was your score prediction going in on a score prediction?
2-1 Toon.
2-1 of the two.
1-1 Pens.
Yeah.
2-1 to the team.
And how would you analyse that game then? Obviously 2-0 defeat.
You know what is they've done well for where they've come from last year. You know what, we'll take anything they've done tremendous for considering where we've come from last year, like near bottom.
Yeah.
It was a good first half hour, but you cannot knock it. We've done good first half. Only better from now. Didn't have a first team goalkeeper, but it's one of them, innit?
Did that play a massive part? How do you rate Karius' performance?
Nah, he's done well. Done well.
Good keeper, innit? He done good, but I'd rather have Nick Pope personally in goal. But
He done what he could. You know,
it's one of them, innit? It's one of them. What can you do? We've done good, innit? Cup final.
We've got the final, so what
Innit?
else
When was the last
can we
time
do?
we've been in a cup final? Or even showed f***ing heart on the pitch?
Yeah. What's your thoughts on it?
Mate, you know what? It's our first year since the takeover. We got to a cup final. I think we've done really well. It's a bit disappointing that we lost the final, personally.
Yeah.
But, we gave it all our heart and Karius was in goal. I don't think you've done too bad, but maybe you should have saved
What do you rate him out of 10?
7.
7?
8.
7, 8?
He's done what he could.
I'll give it 6, me.
I'll
I'll give it 6, me.
Yeah, and the defenders, they've got to play a part in that. They always do.
He's not been as fresh as the other keepers in our match experience for this season, but I think he done well tonight, to be fair. But maybe the second goal.
What were the positives?
Yeah, just the gameplay, just how much possession we've had, just from last year to now. how long we've came along. I think we've done fantastic. Over a year, we've done brilliant as a team.
I agree, innit? Just a change from the past few years. Obviously, Ashley era to now, how we play, much better.
Was it just a case of, obviously the last 2 weeks since Bruno's been injured, our form's declined, Man Utd has just gone through the roof. Is it just a case of wrong team, wrong time sort of thing?
It's one of them, innit? Like, Man United are on a good streak. Obviously, we haven't had Bruno the past few games. The results have shown how key he is to the squad. It's just one of them, innit? Like, next year, innit? We're going for it.
We're going for it next year.
He looks injured as well. He's come off. Is that a big concern going forward? Because we're terrible without him. It showed the stat.
It just depends on the games coming up, innit?
Bruno, man, he's
it's a good
Brazilian.
experience for all the players. Getting to a cup final, it's a good experience for everyone getting to Wembley. So I think it'll only, even though we're lost, it'll improve the team.
We're getting ready for the Champions League next year.
Well,
that's what it is.
We could still get Champions League this year. Are you writing that off? Do you reckon we'll get 4th, 5th, 6th?
I think we'll get top 4, like.
Top 4?
We're going for top 4.
Once the Carabao Cup's out the way now, I think all we can focus on is the league.
Yeah.
So we're 3rd now, right?
I think Tottenham won today, so
we're 4th. So we're 4th.
5th, I think.
I reckon we can get top 4 with focus on the league now. So.
Do you reckon 5th?
I reckon we'll be
4th. We'll get 4th.
We're straight in.
Summer, make some signs next season. We're going for it.
Who would you like to see? Because we're struggling for goals. Is that a winger problem? Is that a creative midfield? Is that a striker? What would you like to strengthen?
I'd like another central midfielder.
Any names?
We need more depth in midfield. If Eddie Howe's listening, Camavinga, Real, Alex McAllister from Brighton, innit? Just some strength in the midfield. Now he's a backup midfielder for right side.
Shelby's position, yeah.
Aye, so just back up in the centre, maybe someone in the backup on the right side of midfield, and then Maxi obviously hasn't started the past few games. So
what have you thought of him? Have you seen him back to his normal self, or has he been poor, or how would you rate it?
It's one of them, and you just got to look at his work rate. Sometimes he's good, he's really good one-on-one, but his teamwork tracking back, it's one of them.
Today, how would you rate it today?
Good performance today, obviously cup final, he's got to gun for it, you've got to think for the team. It's one of them, but I think we need like backup in the midfield, left side, right side. If you have someone to come off the bench, and we need someone back.
We've got Matty Longstaff coming back. Is he just wrote off now? Or
Matty Longstaff's got a knee injury, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's ACL or whatever it is, but he says he's got a long-term injury. And now we've got someone to come through, but I wouldn't have Matty Longstaff on the bench or starting. I'd rather have with the obviously the takeout and the money we've got. McAllister. Yeah. Or even, what was it, Caicedo? I don't know how to pronounce it. The other kid that's like blown up from Brighton. It's one of them.
No strikers or other attackers?
I'm happy with Wilson for next season. Maybe he's at the next season, get another backup striker. Isaac, give him time, he'll grow in the squad, he'll be decent.
Who would you like to see as a backup striker? Because obviously we sold Wood. So there's a slot.
I think Isaac and Wilson are good. Yeah. They put loads of effort into the team. I'm sad to see like Chris Wood go. He didn't score goals, but he put loads of effort, like off the ball, loads of pressure.
Scored for Forest.
Exactly, man.
Right, so we're here with
Mike.
Jack.
What were your honest thoughts going into the game, score-wise?
2-1 Newcastle. I had to be ambitious.
Yeah.
To be honest, I wouldn't, not too dissimilar to what actually happened. Wouldn't be too dissimilar. Like, I backed Newcastle, but it was going to be a tough game. Do you know what I mean? How
would you analyse it? It seemed we were the better team before the first goal, and then the second goal changed it a lot.
Casemiro's it's a masterclass. It is an absolute masterclass, and he's actually done us 2 soft goals. I think first one offside, second one Karius could be a bit stronger at his front post, but
would Pope have saved it?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe Pope's had that comfortably. Yeah,
100%.
He stands up. Karius goes down a bit early,
and then 1-0. Different game.
But what I will say is, I thought Karius actually had a good game. Apart from that one goal, I thought there was a couple of saves later on.
We'll just ask the last lads. Out of 10, what would you rate his performance?
6.
6, yeah.
I'd say 7.
7, yeah. What were the positives to take out of it?
Very positive half-time substitution from Howe. He really gave it a go. Playing 2 up top, it was brave of him. I just think we lacked quality, and Man U just deserved.
I don't think there's too much to take away from that. Is in terms of like I'm not ashamed of how we played. Thought we played pretty well. I think Man United showed the quality. Like they defensively were superb, and I think at the end of the day, where we're at, no one expected us to get to a final at this point. I'm quite happy where we got. But it is what it is.
Is it just a case of playing the wrong team at the wrong time? Because two weeks ago, Man U didn't look great. We looked great, and then in the last 2 weeks, Bruno got injured. We've dipped. They've gone great.
I don't think so. I personally think, based on how Man United played today, no matter what team we put out, how we set up, I still think we could have lost. But that's my opinion.
Are they the most informed team in the Premier League at the minute?
They could challenge the title. I genuinely think.
I think they're in the title race, 100%. 100%.
How do you see the top four? Do you see Newcastle in it, and how would you rank the top four at the end of the season?
I think Newcastle finished 5th or 6th, but that's an unreal season. That's an unbelievable season, far ahead of where we thought we would be at this and the cup final.
And I'd agree with that as well.
As long as we don't drop off the cliff and it's like 8th, 9th, it'll be the best season in decades.
I mean, there are some teams really far down. You've got Liverpool, Chelsea. How do you see the top 6? If we're fitting in the top 6, how do you see it?
Chelsea, no chance. I think Liverpool could push on now potentially, but then they had that awful 2 drop points at Palace. And I don't think it's us. I think Harry Kane will get 20, 25 goals.
So who's winning it?
The Prem.
City.
Arsenal. I'd say City, yeah.
And then vice versa for number 2 then. So number 3, 4, 5, what do you reckon?
I think number 2 is going to be Man United at this point, genuine. Oh, no. It depends. I don't know. Man United number 3. But I think Man United, they set up so well tonight. Fair play to them. As much as I'm gutted, probably deserve that. Yep. Couldn't really argue that.
And then, how do you go, Tottenham, or how would you go after that?
Oh, Tottenham are definitely 4th, yeah. Harry Kane is on absolute flames this season. What an FPL asset. But, Newcastle just fall short, but still a great season. As long as we've got European football and we're all flying to Bucharest next year, it's going to be happy days for the Toon. Up the Toon.
We've got rid of Shelby, we've got rid of Wood. Does that mean there's more coffers for the summer transfer window? And who would you like to see fetched in?
Link with Tyne, link with Kilman or whatever, centre back. I think that
Tyne as well, yeah.
No, but I think that we need to set expectations for Newcastle fans. Imagine last season dreaming of being in the cup final. So as good as it is, I'm like,
who would you like to see then? And what positions would you like to see? What can we strengthen?
We need a bit more cutting edge in attack. So James Maddison would be a perfect signing.
Where does he fit into your starting 11 then?
Probably on the left wing, and
Maxi?
It's Miggy. Yeah, it's Maxi that probably drops out. But I think you can't all play maybe Maddison in the 3 and Longy has a bit of a rest. But we need options if we're playing this many competitions. We're far too knackered to be competing at this level at the minute.
I love Maximum, I really do. But in terms of actual finishing products, again tonight, creates a lot, but then actually how much is actually finished, how many goals actually scored. Inconsistent. And I love him as well, but that's my view on it.
Yeah, so what positions would you like to see strengthened then in the summer?
For me it's a left back and an attacking creative midfielder.
Even Dan Burns, does Target leave? He's not getting a sniff in it.
Dan Burns is an absolute legend, really good defensively, but sometimes you've got to press on to teams, and imagine if what we had that Trippier offers on the right, on the left-hand side as well, because it is very one-dimensional.
Who would that be then?
Kieran Tierney's perfect for us.
Even though his injury record, not bothered about
or Chilwell. Well, but Dan Burn can do a job against probably the top 6 teams, but I think at home we need to be having a bit more of a go. We should be drawing against Palace.
Dan Burn wasn't bad tonight. I don't think I could name one player I thought was really, really bad tonight. I thought they all played well. Man United, in my opinion, Man United was just class above. Do you know what I mean? Defensively, they scored 2 goals. Shut up shop so well.
I mean, Dan Burns, it's not even his natural position. He's adapted to it so well. But is that the weakest position then? Do you reckon?
No.
Is it striker or?
I think we got found out attacking tonight. Let's be honest. The 2 goals that we conceded could have easily been avoided. One of them I still think was offside. Second one, counter attack. But I think where we got found out tonight is attacking wise. A lot going forward, but actually in terms of finishing stuff.
Well, he's had a run of games now. He obviously was blistering his first game for Liverpool. He's had a run. What are we thoughts now? We've seen him for a few games.
I think Wilson's our best finisher at the minute.
Yeah, you'd start him ahead of.
I would, yeah.
No, I thought Isaac was class tonight. I genuinely thought, in terms of creativity, I thought Isaac was class tonight.
Yeah. No. So would you start Isaac ahead of Wilson?
Probably, yeah.
And who would you like to see if we fetch another striker in? Need to replace Wood.
Osman from Napoli would be the dream signing, but I think that's the top 4 signing. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe give Lukaku a way out of Chelsea and just but he has shown.
The comments, I love that one, Lukaku.
He's shown glimpses.
I'll make the clip. Lukaku make the clip.
Mate, at Milan he was quality.
He was, but
Yeah.
he won for Chelsea.
Yeah, he just needs to be loved. Eddie Howe can transform Miggy. I think he can do a few bits and pieces with Romelu.
Yeah, just make sure you get him a birthday cake and he'll be fine, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.